sponsors, everybody. They supply that wonderful money that makes this expensive show happen, because I require lots of money to do anything. All right, we are very excited now. We have our guest about to come on. Two guests, actually. That's two for the price of one. They worked on Best Worst Movie, which some of you might have seen. It was a documentary about Troll 2, which is an exceptionally horrible film. They just worked on the new documentary about haunted houses, American Scream, and they moved to Austin to film their first fictional film. They just finished it. They're shopping it around right now. It's called Zero Charisma. It's about the world's best dungeon master who has his D&D group infiltrated by a hipster nerd, and it sets off a whole cavalcade of hilarious events. Please, big round of applause for Katie Graham and Andrew Matthews. Katie, Andrew.
Yes.
Welcome to TNM tonight.
Thank you.
You guys seem very excited to be here.
Yeah, it's our first talk show. So.
Oh, wow, it's mine too.
It's everybody's, right?
Yeah. So you guys did a movie.
Yeah. Yes, we did. We just finished it a couple months ago, and we've been sending it off to film festivals.
That is super exciting. And you know what's even more exciting is we have a clip from this movie. So if you guys wouldn't mind setting that up for us and telling these good people what they're about to see.
Sure. This is basically, you did a good job of explaining what it's about, except that you said it was hilarious, and we're not sure yet.
Oh. I take it back.
This particular clip is the first game that the hipster plays with Scott, who's our main character, at his long time Dungeons and Dragons game.
All right. Let's see it. So Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're quite the dungeon master yourself.
Yes. I've been playing since probably like 6th grade, I guess. Am I working? This is working.
I think I'm screwing everything
Okay.
up. Probably me.
Been
I'm
playing
terrible.
probably since, I don't know whose this is, but I'm going to have a
That's yours now.
All right.
Beer stealer.
Yeah, so the main character, Scott, is based on a number of players that I've played with, including myself. I have been a...
Play with yourself.
Good one.
Thanks for shouting stuff out. That's how things where there's a stage and people have microphones generally work. No, I'm just kidding. Talk again and I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not, I hope it's a little accurate. I mean, we had to kind of bend the rules of Dungeons and Dragons a little bit just because, you can't really show something in real time, people playing Dungeons and Dragons, because it's mostly math if you haven't played before.
Well, were you able to get the rights to the name Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
No. It's a fantasy rule system of his own design. That's how we get away with it.
Oh, that's extra nerdy.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't even attempt that because it's a major company owned by Hasbro, and
Yeah.
And we're a very small movie.
Yeah.
So as a small movie, nerd culture is very inundated with lots of other franchises that I'm sure are owned and protected. Did this cause other problems for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had to, in terms of art direction, we had to reach out.
It's a ghost, don't worry about it.
Yeah. We had to reach out to a lot of fantasy artists and, bands and stuff like that to get, because you can't use, Marvel and you can't use, that kind of stuff. So we had to do a lot of work on that. But yeah, worked out.
Are we just switching beers?
I'm not sure which one.
I feel like we're doing like a silent movie comedy routine where we keep switching beers around. No, so were there any other workarounds? I know that you guys were trying to use Mountain Dew, and they gave you a little flack.
Right. They said it took a long time to even get in touch with them, and then finally they got back and they said, okay, use it. You can use Mountain Dew, but you can't show anyone mixing it with alcohol or using it in the same scene where someone's doing drugs or anyone who's overweight.
Is Mountain Dew used in any other way? Because I've only seen fat people mix it with Everclear while doing cocaine.
Well,
that's the only way I've seen Mountain Dew consumed.
I think it's the snowboarder image that they're trying to maintain for Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah, because what's his name? Shaun White is anti-drug spokesperson.
Do the do and all that. So we made up our own Mountain Dew-like product called River Blast and made a...
Which is for fat people to mix with alcohol while doing drugs.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want to mix something with alcohol and you're overweight, River Blast. I want some of that. Get rid of this fucking Indio. So let's talk a little bit about the fundraiser, because this was a very interesting, I'm sorry for the farting ghost. You guys were able to fundraise through crowdsourcing on Indiegogo. You guys even got picked up by some nerd blogs like Wired and Boing Boing, pretty high profile. Can you talk about that experience?
It was really unusual because we just, we put together this kind of teaser trailer thing, to raise some money, and we put it on Indiegogo, and within about a month or about that, we raised about $25,000, and then we got contacted, we just started getting like picked up by these like websites, and I'm not even sure how that happened.
They must like search Indiegogo.
Yeah,
They have like an intern looking for anything that looks maybe slightly interesting. And we had a video, we had a teaser trailer, so they always want something to show. So.
I think Duncan Carson actually works for Wired and Boing Boing. He just has to go through Kickstarters and comb them for interesting ideas, or for jokes that he can steal.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Duncan Carson would never steal a joke.
But Duncan Carson is in the movie.
Duncan Carson is in the movie.
Yes. By happenstance, he happens to be here tonight. But he has a small part in the movie. He came for 2 days.
Oh, that's exciting.
And he was awesome.
He was.
Yeah.
Was he really
He wanted
awesome?
us to talk about it. So.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. I mean, mostly the movie's supported by his performance.
He is backstage with a high-powered rifle aimed at you guys right now.
He's a brilliant man.
So I hear that your Indiegogo campaign brought you to the attention of some other interesting figures.
Yeah, there's that, you get, I guess, some Hollywood people, they hear about it or they see it on Wired and they just want to like see what's going on. So we got some.
Like, see what's going on.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Hey kid, I heard you're making a movie about
Exactly.
Dungeons and Dragons. That sounds just the ticket.
What are you
Come
little-
out to California.
Right. What are you little people in Austin doing over there?
So they got you on a sleeper train out to California.
We went out there and we met with some agents and with some, other type people. We met with, such as Howie Mandel was one of the people who was interested. He has a production company. He's just kind of dabbling in independent film.
Yeah. Which was terrifying.
That was terrifying, yeah.
Because you're not supposed to shake his hand because he's.
Don't sneeze in his face.
Yeah, right. So we did have a little moment of like, do you want a fist bump or should we just nothing or okay?
Why don't we just wait?
Yeah.
Did his assistant run you through the list of rules? Like don't feed him after midnight. Don't get him wet.
It's true, yeah. No, it was generally a terrifying thing because he seems terrifying on TV even though he's a comedian.
Oh, he's an OCD, bald, coked up weirdo from the '80s who used to blow a glove with his head. Yeah, no. I don't know how that would be a casual sit-down chat.
Yeah, and I'm sure we were just like, I don't know why you should give us money. We probably lose it. We'll go now. And,
Yeah.
It was pretty sad on our part. But
And so Howie Mandel is not your angel investor, I take it?
No.
Okay,
Based
good.
on our poor.
Because I would have felt really bad about all those mean things I just said about
yeah.
poor Mr.
And he probably
Bobby's World.
never will be again for any future project.
Yeah.
Well, good. Fuck him.
Don't fuck him.
He probably doesn't like that. It's probably not clean.
I'm a big fan. I've been a fan for years since St. Elsewhere.
So let's talk a little about the movie and more. I gave a general description, but it's about a kind of rough around the edges. Is that a fair description of Scott?
Oh, I thought you meant the film. I was like,
No.
fuck you.
The film is a pristine HD beauty.
Do you want to explain it? I'm bad at explaining it.
I'm bad at explaining.
Okay.
I'll explain.
So we're not going to
No.
explain. It's about, we like the idea of a character who's, who's the know-it-all nerd character. You've seen him in The Simpsons. He's a comic book guy. I guess he's kind of like The Office, Dwight from The Office, that kind of thing. And
Right.
we really think those characters are very funny, but instead of just being comic relief, we wanted to see like what his home life is like, what his family, all the things that make him who he is.
Mm-hmm.
We just thought it would be fun to have like an indie movie with that particular character
Right.
be the central character, as opposed to and make the cooler hipster type.
The good-looking,
The good-looking
20-something,
something.
who's
As
usually the star of an
As
independent
opposed to
film.
Mark Duplass getting lost on a road trip and finding a book or something.
Yeah.
See South by Southwest Film Festivals 2001 through 2000. But then how did you come to have this hipster antagonist?
Actually, the original script, it was meant to be two people of the same ilk, like Scott, battling for who knows the most about nerdery and whatnot. And then I don't know what gave us the idea, but it just seemed like that is the perfect foil. You know, to have somebody who knows about all the stuff that he knows about, but is also charming and good looking, and and also like, you know, hipsters kind of, or you could say, I have nothing against hipsters, as you know, but I've heard that, you know, they don't take anything seriously. It's all ironic, and then whereas Scott, our nerd, he takes everything way too seriously. So that just seemed like a good mixture. Yeah.
So what's your problem with hipsters?
I want to be one.
Well, we're not sure that you're not. So
Oh,
we actually prepared a few questiones. You guys can both answer them.
Okay.
You're engaged, so that makes you a single person legally.
Right.
So I got 5 questions that are guaranteed to determine if you guys are a hipster.
Okay.
Okay.
Collectively. You might each be a half hipster.
I'm not going to get any of these right.
All right.
I'm probably more so.
Yeah.
Question number 1. What is an animal collective?
It has something to do with music, right, Katie?
It's a band.
It's a band
Yeah.
and a Peruvian street gang, but you got that's 1 right. That's a point. 2. What is the difference between a fixed gear and single speed bicycle?
I do know this one, actually, because we have a neighbor who is a huge hipster. And seriously, when we were shooting our teaser trailer, we needed hipster stuff. We needed fixed gear bicycles and ukuleles. And we would just go to, we'd knock on the door and be like, do you have a ukulele? He'd be like, yeah, 1 second. And he would just run and get it and bring it out. Yeah. So,
Do you have a mustache? Oh, yeah, there we go.
so I know a fixed gear bicycle is one that you can't shift the gears, and it's locked into like a BMX bike, right? Like the ones that we all use.
But then what's a single speed? What's the difference?
Oh, that was the question.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
A single. Oh, you can pedal backwards on a single speed.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
2. All right. Number three. What is your favorite Dirty Sixth Street bar?
It has to be on 6th Street.
It has to be on Dirty Sixth Street.
Does Dirty 6th Street mean East 6th?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you've already passed. That was a trick question. So, flying colors. All right. We're 3 for 3 right now, folks. Number 4. Why does music sound better on vinyl?
The crackles and pops?
Do you guys not really know?
No. That's not it?
You passed again. All right. 4 for 4. And finally, number 5. Are you now or have you ever been a hipster?
No,
I don't
I
know.
And that is the final thing. I would never admit to being a hipster.
Very good.
2 callous hipsters coldly exploiting the beautiful treasure that is nerd D&D
You know,
culture.
I told her I shouldn't wear this shirt tonight because and she was like, "No, wear it. It looks better than
For
the
which
other one."
reason?
Because it's a hipster shirt. you
Oh,
know?
that reason. Okay.
But it's like this is not even a hipster shirt anymore, right? This is like
No, now
well
it's a
past.
Navy shirt.
Yeah. Sorry.
These mics are a disaster. Don't worry about it. So, all right. So, you guys are shopping the movie right now to film festivals. So, hopefully, people will see it at South by Southwest. Write to your congressman, Lloyd Doggett, and request it. Anything else that you guys wanted to say about?
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah, it's
Zero-
Zero Charisma Movies.
Yeah. So facebook.com/ZeroCharismaMovie.
Yeah, like us.
That
I
helps.
promise we don't bombard.
Yeah, we don't bombard. It's like one post every 3 weeks or something.
You know, hipster fun facts every 3 weeks. Also, if you search for Zero Charisma Indiegogo, you can see the original, or if you search it on YouTube, you can find the original teaser trailer that they put together to raise money for the movie, which is very funny and worth watching. As a bizarre coincidence, not only is Duncan Carson in Zero Charisma, but up next we have a very special musical guest, the metal band Widower, and they are also providing a song for your guys' soundtrack.
We hope so. We haven't gotten their signature on anything yet, but
Duncan Carson has a high-powered rifle trained on them right now. They're signing contracts as we speak.
excellent. Good. Yeah.
All right. Well, Andrew,
Devin.